What's going on, guys? Crypto Shoney here with another crypto video for you guys. Um, I wanted to quickly cover, I don't have a whole lot of time today, but I wanted to cover a question that I've seemed to get probably 10 times per day. And these are people that are already using Crypterra. And that question is, why is it taking so long to get my withdrawal? And there's two reasons that could potentially hold up you getting your money into your wallet. So the first one is on Crypterra. So right here you can see I have a transaction that I submitted about an hour ago. This is an hour ahead for some reason. About an hour ago, and it's still awaiting here. So this is pending Crypterra as they're trying to get a batch of transactions to send all at one time. So anytime you see this awaiting status transaction ID with a processing status, that means that Crypterra is trying to get enough transactions bundled together to make it essentially worth their while. Now, after you get a transaction ID here, you can click that. Unfortunately, I don't have any pending. This one's already completed. But the key thing to look at is the fees here. So anytime you send a transaction on the blockchain, you can pick if you want to have a really high fee or a really low fee. And basically, the people that are mining these transactions and mining new blocks are going to process transactions with higher fees first, obviously, because they'll make the most money. Now, this is kind of a plus and a minus, because when you submit a transaction, let me just show you really quick. If I were to go do a withdrawal right now, you'll notice that us, the users, are not getting charged any fees. So if you look here, if I send 4064022 Satoshi, I get that exact amount. So me as the user, I'm not paying any fees. So what Crypterra does to try to minimize them having to eat the fee is they use a really low fee. And this is very low for one Bitcoin. If you look at HashFlare, you're paying 0.05, or I'm not sure what the fee is, but it's actually more than this just for your one transaction. So, or it's around there, and they're bundling all these together with that low fee. So it could take, when the blockchain is busy, it could take days. I have one that's taken days. I'll show you here. So this is a transaction, 83CD, which is, I'll actually show you. I think it's this one. If you look down in the, yep, so if you look in the bottom left there, 83CD, I submitted that on the 2nd. It's 3 days later and it still hasn't been confirmed. It's unconfirmed on the blockchain. So again, guys, I've seen this. There will be delays, and I'll tell you why. You look at, this is a blockchain unconfirmed transactions. These are all the transactions coming in, 169 per second. And they've got 200,000 unconfirmed transactions, and you see it's growing because Bitcoin has exploded today. So I get it, it's frustrating, but it's not a scam. You're not going to lose your money. It just might take some time. So you're paying no fee at all. However, it takes some time to get your money. Now, when Bitcoin calms down and it's not at, I think it's up to like, let's look, almost 17,000 last I checked. Okay, so now it busted through 17. It's just been on a huge bull run today and absolutely annihilating most altcoins because of it. But there'll be a correction that'll level out. But this is the reason right here. See, it's growing by the second. So I just be patient. You will get your money. It just might take a little bit of time. That was the key thing I wanted to cover today. Just remember, if this says awaiting, it's definitely not going to happen anytime soon until this gets submitted to the network. And then you will actually be able to look up the transaction on the blockchain. And just so you know, there are a few services. I've never tried it, nor do I recommend it, where you can pay a small fee to have your transaction accelerated. So if you just Google, I've actually done it. So transaction accelerator. There are companies out here where you put that transaction ID in here, and these basically people own their own miners and will put your transaction preferred. So again, I've not tried it. Use this at your own risk. I just know that they exist, and I've had friends that said they work. So beyond that, just do a quick recap. My hash rate has grown a little bit here thanks to you guys. I really appreciate those that have used my referral link. I'm getting hashing power just a small bit based on whatever you guys get, but again, I greatly appreciate that. It definitely helps out. So that's all I wanted to cover today, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Everyone have a good weekend, guys. See ya.